Hello, my name is Hannah Thurman. Today I'm going to be informing you all about the different types of noise that may come up when presenting and how to combat that noise. I have given lots of presentations in school, and let me assure you, there will always be noise when presenting. First things first, what is noise? There are two categories that noise may fall under when presenting. External, which would be something like the audience laughing, and background or technical noise. Then there is internal noise, which is your own thoughts, like worrying about how your audience perceives you or worrying if the presentation is going well. Even though there will always be some sort of noise happening while presenting, there are ways to keep it from ruining a presentation. Slide Genius offers 3 ways to do this. The first one is determining the cause of the noise. When you are presenting, you should know the area or room that you will be speaking in. If you think the windows being open will be distracting or the air vents are too loud, then take care of that before your presentation date. If there is a technical problem during the presentation, don't be afraid to pause and ask the organizer to resolve the problem. Pausing and addressing the problem will have a better outcome than letting the noise persist and letting your audience distract your audience. And you even more this way, you don't have to worry about the audience not hearing you or being distracted by the noise that is happening around the room. If the problem happens to be with the microphone and there is not a fix or an extra, then decide if you'll be able to speak loudly enough for your audience to hear, or if using the microphone will be okay. The second option is enhancing your listening skills. The objective is to make your audience understand your message. Listening is part of the process, so keep them engaged by asking questions, but only if you're doing something in response to the information they give you, or by giving them an opportunity to speak up. Make sure to use language that is straightforward to avoid confusion and misinterpretation. If you and the audience are on the same page, then your internal noise will lessen if you were nervous that your audience was not understanding your presentation. If your presentation is inching on the longer side and you can see your audience is getting antsy and is no longer paying attention, then try to use questions or involvement here so that you can give them a time to move around and speak before reining it back in. The last way to avoid noise in a presentation is repetition. Using repetition for emphasis reminds your audience of significant ideas from your presentation, especially if they were unable to understand your point at first. By doing this, you are showing that you respect the time they spent listening to you and that you want to give them something in return. If you're reiterating your thoughts, then the listener will have a better chance of remembering your presentation and will most likely not be whispering to the person next to him or her about your topic. However, if you notice that someone is continuously turning to the person next to him or her, try your best to remove your focus from them. Instead, try to avoid that area and make eye contact with people that are paying attention. That way, you will not be internally thinking about what they are interested and that your topic and presentation is not going well. People have short attention spans, so this is normal for small interruptions, but try your best to not zone in on those that decided to stop paying attention, because surely there will be others in the audience that are interested in what you have to say. It's easy to get lost in noise when presenting. By determining the cause of the noise, enhancing your listening skills, and using repetition may help diminish the noise that you may come across. When I'm presenting, I find it easier to communicate my topic with less noise when I remember to breathe. It's important to breathe when your internal thoughts seem to be getting louder. If you make sure your breath is nice and steady, then you won't have to worry about getting rushed and missing something that you needed to talk about. It's easy to get wrapped up in your audience's facial expressions and then feeling like you're not executing it the way you hoped for. Always remember that noise is something that is prominent when presenting and is something that you will have to deal with. But by using these methods, you may be able to present better and be more relaxed. Thank you for listening to my presentation on how to present with noise. I hope you all learned something about how to combat internal or external noise when presenting. If you have any questions, feel free to respond. Thank you.